Welcome back to my Super Mario Wonder Kanji Scavenger Hunt. In this video, we'll be taking on the level Jump, Jump, Jump. It's a 4-star difficulty rating, but I think we can handle it. Before we hit that though, we have a break time and a badge challenge to clear as well. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I'm playing with my Switch in Japanese mode and translating on-screen text as it appears. The goal is to improve Japanese reading skills and to identify and collect new kanjis as we find them. My kanji list has 282 found so far, including 2 outside the standard 2,186 Joyo kanji included in my kanji dictionary. When I transcribe the original kana text, I'll use white or black for hiragana characters, depending on the background, brown for katakana, blue for kanji, and I'll follow with the phonetic reading, the literal word-for-word meanings in English, and finally, my translation of the text into natural English. Let's dive in and see what kind of break we're going to have this time. The first line here is at the start of all the break time levels. Choto hitoiki. Choto means a little, hitoiki meaning one breath, take a short breath, or take a break. The title of this break time is Kumo no Naka no Poru Baroko. The first kanji is Kumo. We've got it in the list from previous text, but it means cloud. The no particle following it means that what follows is the property of the cloud. Naka is the next kanji, so it means we're talking about inside or in the middle of. So we're talking about inside the clouds. Then another no, meaning that we have a subproperty of what's inside the clouds. The katakana here spells out poru buraku, or pole block. This break time is about pole blocks in the clouds. This level tip is a bit of a kanji bonanza. 4 new ones for us to catalog. But let's break this thing down. The katakana up front spells out toten, which is the Japanese name for the nabbit. That is followed by the wa particle, indicating the nabbit is our primary subject. We then come to a familiar kanji, teki, or enemy. That is followed by demo, which can either mean either or even, but in this case, we see another demo coming up. When you have a word, demo, that means either or. So our either case is made up of the kanji compound mikata. Individually, the first one means flavor or taste. The second one means direction. However, when put together, they mean ally. I'm not sure how that combo came about, but with the demo following that, we have either enemy or ally. However, we now come to a nai, which means not. That then converts our either or to neither nor. The nabbit is neither enemy or ally, nor ally. Then we have another kanji, nazo, for mystery, followed by the no particle, meaning that what follows is an attribute of the mystery. That property is represented by a compound kanji made up of 2 we have not encountered yet. We can see from the furigana that this word is pronounced sonzai. The first kanji, son, is using its on reading. It has another on reading of zon. I don't know of any kun readings, but it means to exist or to know. The zai part is also using its own reading. It has a kun reading of a. This one means to dwell or to be located at, sometimes also countryside. Exist and dwell suggest that we're talking about something that exists in place. So the toten is a being of mystery. The next bit begins with Mario, spelled out in katakana, followed by Tachi, so that makes it plural. We can read it as Mario and friends. The no particle then makes the next item belonging to Mario's group. And it's another kanji compound for the word kenkyu, made up of 2 new kanjis for us to catalog. The ken part is using its own reading. It has a kun reading of to. It means refine or hone. The second one is kyu, again using its own reading. It has a kun reading of kiwa. It means investigate. So refined investigation combines to mean research. The research is then marked with the o particle, so the research is a passive object in the sentence. It ends with shite, to do, and irurashi, for it seems. So the nabbit is researching Mario and his friends, it would seem. Looks like I get to collect these little flower medallions again. So I guess I'm just riding this little pole back and forth to climb up. But I took too long and it's coming down again. So let's just, I guess, raise it back up. Here's the rest of them. It's a little coin scattered around too. And there's the Wonder Seed. No wonder they call this break time. It's pretty easy. Maybe I should just grab a couple more coins or something while I'm at it. Yahoo! Alright. Enough of this. Wonder Seed collected. Break time is over. There's actually a little bit for me to choose from now. Can Head down this new path, and I see a 4-star difficulty level there, which I think I'll get to, and then we've got this piranha thing, and a badge challenge, so let's do the badge challenge. In English mode, this is called Badge Challenge Floating High Jump. No kanjis in this title, but as always, we start with katakana spelling out Baji Charanji for Badge Challenge. Then we get Fuato Janpu LV1. Fuato means softly. The katakana spells out jump, so then we have level 1 indicating this is the beginner challenge. So we're trying out the floating jump badge. Here's a refresher level tip. We've seen it before, but let's practice. Baji Charanji wa chibi jotai deshita. Kosu o detara moto ni modoru. Badge challenge is here in katakana, followed by the wa particle, so the sentence is about the badge challenge. Chibi means little, and then the kanji compound jotai means situation or condition. It's made up of jo for situation and tai for intent. The de particle indicates that the condition is a state of being. The katakana then spells out starter. We're going to enter the badge challenge small for starters. More katakana spells out course, and then the o particle means the course is a passive object. Detara means exit, when, and then modo means original. The ni particle means to, and modoru means return. When we exit the course, we'll return to the state we were in before we entered. Pretty simple instructions here. Fuata janpu again for soft jump or float jump. The word itsumo means usually. Yori is a comparative word, so we can read it as than in this case. We're saying that something will be more than usual. We have the kanji taka in the word takaku, meaning high, jump in katakana again, and suru, meaning do. So with the float jump badge, we can jump higher and floatier than normal. Well, it seems that's all we need to know to take on this badge challenge, so let's do as the flower says. Let's go. I know I can do it too. There we go. Dash jump. These tantalizing coins. Definitely a lot of timing in this one. Yay for 1-up. Oop. That was fail. Let's try again. Bingo. That is swarms of piranha plants. Oh, came out pretty fast. Woo, that was close. Almost buffed it. Right, upsy daisy. Let's keep going. Oh yeah. Big plant. It is big. Purple coins. Check. Last one, huh? Wonderful. Phew. Now that that's done, I think I'm fine to go to the main level. I'll maybe take on this little, whatever this piranha plant thing is later. This is what Florian says each time we finish a beginner badge challenge, so let's practice it again. He starts with yarimashita, you did it. He uses the suffix ne, sort of like right. Then we have the kanji ima for now, followed by the word tsukata. It has the kanji for use, and the ta ending tells us it's past tense, so used. Badge is spelled out in katakana, so the badge you just used. The next bit of katakana spells out present. Shite means do, and morimashita is the past tense for receive, so received. Yo is a verbalized exclamation point. We received the badge as a present. Now he's asking if we want to equip it. Badge is spelled out in katakana, followed by the o particle, meaning that the badge is a passive object. We're doing something with it. Tsukaita means change, and mimas means to try. The ka at the end is what makes it a question. Would you like to try on the new badge? All right, let's head over to the big level now. Retsu Challenge Janping. So let's challenge jumping. In English mode, this level is just called Jump, Jump, Jump. but I guess they wanted it to be a little more descriptive here in the Japanese mode. But since it's all katakana, borrowed English words, pretty an easy read one. This little tip starts out with online play spelled out in katakana. It's followed by nara, which makes it conditional, so if. Miss is spelled out in more katakana. It's the way this game refers to getting smoked and losing a life. Shite means do, and the mo particle means even, so even if you miss. The kanji hoka here means other. Player is spelled out in katakana with the ni particle, so the other player is going to do something. Tasukete, meaning is using the kanji for help, and that's followed by moraeru to receive. We can receive help from other players. Koto means thing, and the ga particle makes that help our subject. And aru means be or there is. So if we boff it, the other players can basically save us. All right, let's go. And we've got a wonder flower just there right off the bat. Super fun. And then we have the Let's Challenge Jumping song starting to play. So obviously each beat causes some new bricks to appear, and then behind me they're gonna start to disappear. So the trick is to basically treat this like a little bit of a rhythm game and make sure you stay ahead of the disappearing bricks while keeping up with the ones that are appearing, because you don't want to get too far ahead either. And it's a pretty short level, all things considering, although it's a 4-star difficulty, so if you're like me, you probably took a few tries to get through it. And you see the little countdown, so made it just in the nick of time. And with that wonderful flagpole hit, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you for number 22. Remember, if you want to see the kanji collection, look in the video description for a link, and that will likewise have links to various points in the videos where you can find individual kanjis. Till next time.